everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing this look. This is a no foundation makeup look. I'm going to be teaching you guys and showing you guys how I spot conceal to get a very nice, flawless, I guess you could say, base. This look is perfect for work, school, really anything, running errands. Whenever I don't feel like wearing a ton of makeup, this is my go-to look since it feels extremely lightweight and breathable on my skin. This is my go-to look when I'm going to class or whenever I'm in a hurry. It gives you a nice healthy glow. So if you guys want to see how I get this no foundation makeup look, then just keep watching. Before starting off with the face, I'm going to prep my skin first, and this is always really important to do before you're putting makeup on of any kind. I think it's even more important to properly prep and hydrate your skin when you're not going to really be wearing much of a base, because when you're wearing the foundation, it can kind of mask the dryness or any blemishes you have, obviously, but when you're just strategically kind of spot concealing, it's very important to have a hydrated base since you're not putting makeup all over your face. There might be parts of your face that don't necessarily have a lot of concealer on, so you want to make sure it looks like one smooth, hydrated base. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my face with the Rose Sense Rose Water Facial Spray, and I just got this from like Marshalls or TJ Maxx. And obviously you can use the Mario Badescu Rose Spray. I know a lot of people have that, or just any toner or any facial mist of any kind you can use. I know even Evian has like a mineral water spray that's really nice too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face with this. I just go ham because it feels so nice and it smells really good too. Next thing I'm going to go in with is my Clarins UV Plus Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen, and I know you guys have seen me use this before and talk about it, and this is obviously just going to act as my SPF. Please don't mind my hair. I know it's in like a mess on top of my head, but I just can't stand to have it on my neck right now because it's driving me insane. I'm going to apply my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion, and I know they have the gel version as well, but I prefer the lotion. And I'm just going to take a very small amount of this because it is very, very emollient, and I'm just going to press this into my skin. And I used to use this all the time, and then I kind of started using some other things, but it really is a great moisturizer, so I've decided to start using it again. I'm going to take the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream, and this is just really nice to depuff the eyes and kind of brighten them up a little bit since it has a bit of like a pearlescent kind of pink tint to it, and it also smells really nice. You want to be very delicate around the eye area, which sometimes I'm definitely not. I like rip at my eyes when I'm taking my makeup off, but I try to make up for it when I put my eye cream on. I'm just like very gentle. And then this is actually the last thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my Clinique Super Balm Lip Treatment, and I'm just gonna put this on my lips. Any lip balm will do. I usually use Carmex, but I haven't used this in a while, and I love this. I don't even know if I have anything left in here, honestly. Oh, let's really squeeze it out. Now we're just gonna let that sink in a bit, and then we'll start with the face. I'm gonna be taking my First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, which you guys know I use all the time. And with that, I'm gonna mix the NARS Copacabana Illuminator. You can use any liquid illuminator, glowy primer of your choice. Another really good like liquid illuminator is the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid in the shade Light. This one is kind of like the same tone as the Copacabana. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little amount of the First Aid Beauty, since our skin is pretty moisturized already, I'm just gonna take about that much. And then I'm going to take maybe like a pea-sized amount, about that much, of the NARS highlighter, and then I'm just gonna mix that together, and I'm going to apply that to my face. And then since I'm kind of feeling a little bougie today, I'm gonna take this IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm just gonna blend that in. And I'm kind of gonna focus it, even though I applied it all over, I'm really gonna focus it, see that glow, right on the high points of my face, so like my cheekbones, the tip of my nose. As you can see, that really adds a nice glow. Next, I'm going to take my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and I'm just going to go on with the other side of that IT brush, and I'm going to put this right near my inner corners of my eyes to brighten them up and cancel out a bit of the darkness. And we're also going to go in with concealer, but not a ton of concealer, so this is just going to help cancel out some of the darkness so we can apply less concealer to this area. Now I'm going to go in with the Becca Aqualuminous Perfecting Concealer, and the shade name rubbed off, or the sticker came off. So now I'm just gonna take that concealer and I'm going to apply that underneath my eyes, focusing right here on the inner corner and then right on the outer corner, because this is where you get the most darkness. And by doing this, you won't crease as much. Like when you bring it right under your lashes, you're bound to get a lot of creasing. So by doing this, it's just gonna really kind of eliminate that and also just pinpoint exactly where you need to conceal rather than putting it all over. I'm gonna take this Tarte brush and just a little fluffier, and I'm just gonna blend that out. It's so windy and so cold out today. It's like 4 degrees. Like, I'm just gonna go in a little bit more right here with that same concealer. I'm really running out of this, which is extremely sad. Now I'm just gonna go in with the same concealer, and I'm going to, obviously I have a bit of redness on my face, so I'm just going to conceal those areas. And you're gonna look a little funny at first, but then once you blend it in, it'll be fine. I really need to get more of this. This is my second bottle. You can obviously use any concealer, like your favorite concealer, whatever. I just really like this concealer for spot concealing when I'm gonna wear like no foundation, since it matches me really well and it's very lightweight. It doesn't really cake up on me, so I really like that. And I'm gonna take that same It brush and I'm just gonna buff that into my skin. I'm more so pressing it so I can keep the coverage where I want it, but I'm also gonna make sure to take it to where I didn't necessarily spot conceal, just so there's no like bare skin. And I really don't put much on my nose just because I have a little bit of freckles there and I like that. So I always just take over the leftover and put that on my nose. My forehead too, since I have a lot of, I do that a lot, or like, I make facial expressions. I have a lot of creases in my forehead and I don't like to put a lot of product there because then it gets in those creases, so I kind of just take the leftover. And as you can see, that's all blended in and I still have a really nice glow from that NARS illuminator and also from all the skin prep we did. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the MAC Select Sheer Pressed Powder in the shade NC15, and I'm just gonna very, very lightly set underneath my eyes and around my nose. I don't want a lot of this because powder can kind of tend to make things look a bit heavy. And then just around the nose, because I get pretty oily there. And then around my mouth and my chin. Now you can go in with a cream or liquid bronzer, and unfortunately I left my Bare Minerals serum bronzer at school, so I'm just going to be going in with the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick Compact in the shade Beach, and this is a really pretty arrangement of colors and it comes off very sheer and lightweight on the skin. So I'm just going to take this Real Techniques blush brush and I'm going to focus more on like the colors down here because I want more of a bronzy look. And I'm just gonna press that lightly right into the sides of my face. It comes off as very natural and it's not too warm, so it looks really nice with, not like a full face of makeup. And you can skip bronzer, you can just do highlighter, you could just do blush, you could really do whatever you want with this kind of look, but I like to look bronzed, so I can't really not use it. So you have a nice little bronze. Now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Liquid Glow in the shade Perla, and this is like a really nice kind of champagne shade, and this is really, really beautiful. Once it sets on your skin, like it almost dries down to like a powder finish, but it goes on really nice and creamy. So I'm just gonna take this Real Techniques, I don't even know what kind of, this is the 301 brush, it's nice and compact, and I'm just gonna start pressing that onto my cheekbones. And then I'll blend it out with my fingers just to make sure it blends in. Put a little bit on my nose, Cupid's bow. And you really want to make sure you're getting the product in there and then apply it. Like you really want it to sink into the brush. And it looks really strong on camera, but it's a little more subtle in person, but it's still really beautiful and glossy looking, which I love. It's not chunky or metallic, it just really sinks into the skin and it looks very natural. I'm actually going to go ahead and skip blush, but you can do any blush you want. One blush that I really like for more like minimal makeup days is the Essence Satin Touch blush, and this is in the shade Satin Coral. It has a very nice satin finish, obviously from the name, and it just adds a nice like pretty color or flush to the cheeks, so I really like that one. I'm just going to go over with my same It brush and just make sure everything's blended together. Now I'm going to go in with that Real Techniques brush that we used to highlight. I'm just going to kind of put that on my eyes just so I can get the leftover product onto my lid so there's a bit of a sheen. And you can go ahead and apply a cream shadow. You can really do anything, but I just like doing this since it's very minimal, and it also kind of tones down some like the veins in your eyes, and it just adds a nice little sheen. I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Gladden Eye Pencil in the shade Space Dust. And this is a really pretty silvery kind of gold shade, and I'm just going to apply this to my inner corner and then a little bit to my waterline just to kind of make my eyes look a bit more awake and also highlight them. And it's really nice and creamy, so just take that on my inner corner and then blend it out with my pinky. I also like using this as opposed to an eyeshadow. Well, you could also use an eyeshadow if you want, but I just like this because it's very creamy and it's also very long wearing. Now I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and apply the, you guessed it, Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara only to my top lashes. Usually I always apply mascara to my top and bottom lashes, but when I'm doing a very minimal and like no makeup kind of look and I want to look natural, I'll just apply it to my upper lashes since it opens my eyes. And the trick to curling your lashes, I know it looks really scary, but you have to squeeze and pump, and then it'll really get them nice and curled. I know it probably looks like I'm like torturing myself, but no. I'm gonna take the mascara and I'm just gonna kind of blink into the wand. And you can go ahead and apply lashes if you want to do like a statement lash to kind of pull the look together, or if you want to do a really nice natural wispy lash, go ahead. I'm just not really one for lashes, so I prefer to use mascara and build my lashes that way. And then I'm going to go in with my MAC Fix Plus Spray, and you can go with the same facial mist that we used before. I'm just extra and this is my favorite, so I'm just going to spray my face. And I prefer using this when I'm doing looks like this, since it really just helps the products melt into your face. And you're really not supposed to talk once you spray your face because, you know, then you'll get creases, but whatever. I can't really help it. Now for lips, once again, you can really do anything that you want, but I like to opt for a more natural nude shade, of course. So I'm gonna go in with my NYX Slide On Lip Liner in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. And this is a really gorgeous neutral nude shade. It's really, really pretty and it's very creamy. So I'm just gonna line my lips. I really like the formula of these since they're very creamy, but they're not too creamy where they slide around and it's kind of hard to get a nice straight line. Obviously they're affordable too. And now I'm just gonna go in with this Tarte kind of lip balm. I don't even know what it's called, but it's in the shade Nude, and it's basically just like a shiny lip balm. I believe I mentioned this in my 2018 favorites. Could be wrong, but I'm not sure. I'm just gonna apply that to my lips. It's very hydrating and shiny, and it does have a mint kind of taste to it, which is lovely. And that's definitely glossy enough, but I'm gonna go in with the Buxom Full-On Plumping Lip Polish in the shade Celeste, and this is a gorgeous, very sparkly shade. I'm just gonna apply that to the center. This is the finished look. It's very lightweight. It feels like I have nothing on my face, which is like the best. I really love doing this look because it makes me feel like I'm letting my skin breathe. It's obviously less time consuming since you're not going in with a full foundation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I hope you learned a few tips and tricks and techniques as far as creating a more natural look without using foundation. The techniques that I used for this look honestly are life-changing. It makes your skin look beautiful without using foundation, and on days when you're kind of pressed for time or you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, this look is just absolutely perfect. So hope you guys learned a few things. Make sure to leave a comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.